Hello, my name is Noli and I like to read, and today I'm going to be picking my March TBR. I set a goal for 2025 that I was going to completely read all of my TBR cards before the year ended. But I have since changed the rules a little bit, okay? I was like, you know what? I'm just needing a fresh start. I want to get like just my perfect TBR. I want to cultivate my perfect TBR. And so I was like, how can I do that? I finally read some of the books that I've been putting off for literally ever. So I set a goal now. I have to literally read every single book on this cart before I can read any new books that I bought. So I have been slowly collecting some books that I do want to like refresh the cart with, but I cannot read them. And I'm not putting them on the cart. I'm setting them off to the side, and then I'll maybe do a little collective book haul and cart refresh after I read every single book that is currently on this TBR. So that is the goal. I'm hoping I can get through like half of what's on this cart in the month of March. That's a little ambitious, okay, but I don't want it to take super long. And so I'm like, okay, let me just try to do this like as fast as possible. I'm using audiobook like crazy. Anything I can read on my Kindle, I'm like, please give it to me. I need it. But it's an experience. It's not been going super well, but you know what? I have made progress. There's no longer any books on the back of the cart, so it's literally just the books that you see in front of you right here that I have to get through. So I think this will be good. I'm still probably only going to pick like 7 books, so then I can still mood read a little bit, but I'll try to make these more like priority reads that I like really do have to get through. But alas, we will see. I think it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be fun. And yeah, I guess maybe, I don't know what to call this. I've seen a lot of different names. I think TBR Takedown is a good one. I've seen that a lot. Maybe we'll call this episode 1 of TBR Takedown. Although it's really just choosing the books that I want to read. So maybe I'll do like a video of like actually reading. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, let's go ahead and choose prompt number 1 for the March TBR. I'm hoping to get some good spring reads. Okay. First one is Cute Dedication. Okay, well this is going to take some actually looking at the books. So let's find out what has a good dedication. I feel like I could see myself getting to this one because I am already halfway through it. And it would be such a good one to get off of my TBR cart because it's so large. This one just says, for Holly, Elvin he was. So I don't think that's the cute dedication that we're looking for. Maybe Love and Olives. This looks like it could be a good spring read. Also, the font is like huge. And I always appreciate that in books. To Sam, I will I will battle 1 million ender dragons, 100 million creepers, 20 cave spiders, and a zombie pigman for you. Cute. Yeah, I feel like that's definitely one that you have to like read the book to fully understand, but I do think it's cute. It's a contender. We're going to leave it out, and we're going to look a little bit more. For Carol, my mom. No. Come on, Uncle Rick. You've got to have a good one for us. For Haley and Patrick, always the first to hear stories. Without them, Camp Half-Blood would not exist. It's cute, but like, I don't know. It's cute. But it's not as cute as Love and Olives, I feel like. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick Love and Olives. It's going to be finishing a series for me. It's going to be a cute little spring romance read. I don't know. Also, just like these books are so easy to fly through. They're so fun, adventurous. So I'm excited. This one's by Jenna Evans Welch, and it's the last book in the Love and Gelato series. And it's interconnected standalones where you're following these 3 best friends as kind of they go on different adventures. So the first one was in Italy, the second one was in Ireland, and then this one I believe is in Greece. So should be very fun. Next up, let's choose prompt. I feel like that word is so weird. Why can I not say it? Prompt number 2, a standalone book. Okay, what is a standalone? Like, do romances standalones count for this as well? Because I feel like anytime I think of standalones, I just think of standalone fantasy books. But I think that's just because I like fantasy books. So I think romances count for this as well. So, or really anything. I'm assuming The Picture of Dorian Gray is a standalone. I'm assuming Persuasion is also a standalone. I have no clue. This is a Love in the Spotlight novel, so I'm assuming that is not. I think Such a Fun Age probably is as well, and that could be a good spring one to read. out of these options, I think I'm gonna go, I've been really enjoying Jane Austen's writing, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and, like, while I'm still kind of in the mood for it, excited about it, I'm gonna go ahead and put this one on my March TBR. Also, this is one that I know I can get on audiobook because it's, like, in the public domain and everything now. So I think this is going to be the second book for our March TBR. Then next up, we'll choose prompt number 3, which says free pick. Slay. I love this one. Okay. Alright, I feel like if I was to make the wise decision, I would choose Inheritance by Christopher Paolini, which is the last book in the Inheritance cycle, which is like Aragon, those books. And I've really been enjoying the series, but the books are like humongous, so it makes me a little hesitant, but it is an option. It would be a wise choice. Maybe I've been really wanting to start the 3 Dark Crowns series too, but I also am trying to finish series that I'm in the middle of before starting new series, so maybe I will just make the responsible choice and choose Inheritance by Christopher Paolini. Honestly, these books are so good and they do fly by so fast, but except for the second one. The second one really dragged, but all the rest of them have been amazing. So I think I'm going to choose this one. I have to read it eventually anyways, okay? And I should do it while the stuff from the last book is still, like, in my brain. But I was talking about my brother with it because he also has read the series, and I was like, hey, that happened? Like, what? And I don't remember. So I'm gonna try to read this one while the other one is still fresh in my brain and I can still remember what happened. So that is the 3rd book for March TBR, Inheritance by Christopher Paolini. So I actually don't even know if I'm saying his last name right, but we're just gonna go with it, okay? Next prompt. I don't even know what number we're at now. Published in the last year. And by last year, I mean 365 days. So do I have any new releases? Crazy, like I literally, when did I say it like that? I actually don't know that I have any books that have been published within the last year. This was published in 2023, so not even that one. Can I not do this one? I do have one book that I really want to get to on my Kindle that it will be finishing a series for me, or like catching up. I don't know if the series is going to continue, but there's only 2 books out in it right now. I don't know what the series is called or the book, but I'll put a picture up. And the first book in the series is called Off the Beaten Path. It's by Madison Wright, and I really enjoyed it. It was very like fall winter vibes, just like super fun, cute, cozy read. And the second book looks like it just gives great spring vibes, and so I want to read it in the spring. And also, again, it will be finishing a series for me. So I am going to allow myself to go ahead and put that one on the TBR. And then let's go ahead and pick another one, which says a book with chapter titles. Okay. Does this one? I don't think Cassandra Clare does use chapter titles. Oh, no, she does. Slay. Okay. I think, and she was a child. Do I really want to choose another huge book, though? And this would be starting a series, even though I am technically already halfway through. I think I'm going to do it anyways. I'm so excited about this book. Read, what's the first series of hers called? The Mortal Instruments or something like that. I started reading that one when I was in like middle school, early high school. I was really enjoying it outside of that one trope that we all know. And then I found out what happened. Like, I had the ending spoiled for me, and I was like, yeah, I have no interest in reading that. So I didn't continue. And then I think, I don't remember if it was last year or 2 years ago, I read The Infernal Devices and absolutely love that series. So good. And this is set in the same world, the Shadowhunters universe. It's gonna be so good. First book in a trilogy, I believe, and I think I've only read half of it so far, but so far I think it's maybe my favorite book that I've read by her, except maybe, like, it's hard when you compare it to, like, The Infernal Devices because I'm just so attached to those characters, but as far as, like, writing storyline-wise, I feel like you can definitely just tell as she continues to grow in that, and I think it shines through in this book. Anyways, let's go ahead and choose prompt number 6 and see what we can get for our TBR. A 5-star prediction. Okay, well, first one that comes to mind is definitely The Empire of Gold. This is the last book in the David Bed trilogy. The last book in the series which was The Kingdom of Copper, was a 5-star read for me. And the first book I think was like a 4.25 or 4.5. So have really, really been enjoying this series. Cannot recommend it enough, especially if you love An Ember in the Ashes, but want to make it like more high fantasy. I think you would really enjoy this series. I'm kind of like leaning away from rating non-fiction books, but oops. But if I were going to, I do think Crazy Love by Francis Chan will be a 5 stars for me, because I absolutely love everything Francis Chan. I think he is just like so wise, so humble. His stuff is so, so good. Cannot recommend him enough. Just like as a preacher, as an author, his book 7 Letters to the Church I read last year, and it was so good. Absolutely obsessed with it. So this one could be a potential if I want to go with a shorter one, or if I want to finish another series and go with another big one. I could do Empire of Gold. I feel like The Memory Police probably will be. That one sounds super interesting to me. Okay, I think I'm just going to go ahead and choose Crazy Love, because I don't know that I'm prepared to put the Empire of Gold on yet. And this is, like, the rest of them I think have potential. They could be 5 stars, but these are really my only ones that are, like, 5-star predictions. Like, I would be more shocked if they weren't 5 stars. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this one. Is just talking about overwhelmed by a relentless God and loving God loving you, that type of stuff. So very excited about this one. I think it's going to be fantastic. And then let's go ahead and choose the last prompt for my March TBR. Finish a series. Well, let me think. Are there any ones on Kindle Unlimited that I can get to? I don't think so. And actually, I think the only option that I have to finish a series is The Empire of Gold. Actually, no, that's a lie. All of our demise would also be finishing a series. But I would rather read The Empire of Gold than read All of Our Demise. So, you know what? Even though I'm going to have a lot of big books on this TBR, again, I have to read them within like the next 2-3 months anyways. So I'm going to go ahead and choose The Empire of Gold. This book is humongous. Oh my gosh, it's so heavy. But the series is so good. Chapters are short from what I remember. So hopefully it will be good. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I'm doing this to myself. But anyways, it's totally worth it. I'm totally going to be so fun. I'm totally going to have an amazing time. It's going to be so good. I'm going to feel so accomplished. These are me, like, giving myself affirmations. Okay, so I believe myself. Okay. Anyways, I think this will be a great TBR, even though I'm so scared of it. Okay, let's go ahead and make space on the top of the cart, and then we will finally go through what our final March TBR is. So for prompt number 1, we had Cute Dedication. For that, we chose Love and Olives by Jenna Evans Welch. Next up, for a standalone book, we chose Persuasion by Jane Austen. For a free pick, we chose Inheritance by Christopher Paolini. For a book with chapter titles, we chose Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. For a 5-star prediction, we chose Crazy Love by Francis Chan. For Finish the Series, we chose Empire of Gold. And then lastly, we also chose the next book in the series on Kindle Unlimited, which I still cannot remember what the series is called or what the book is called, but it's by Madison Wright. And the first book, again, was called Off the Beaten Path. And I think I rated that one like 4-star, 4.25. Really enjoyed it. Very cozy read. So very, very excited about doing this series. Okay, I can't lie and say I'm super duper overwhelmingly excited about this month's TBR. I am very intimidated by it, okay? But I think if I pace it, you know, spread it out a little bit throughout the month of March, we have the whole month, okay? I believe that I can do this, okay? And then next month, I hardly have any large books to get to if I get to all these books. So we're just setting ourselves up well to continue and finish this series well. So I think it's going to be great. Thanks for watching. I love you guys. Jesus loves you. Hope you have a great day, week, life, whatever it is. And I will see you guys next time for hopefully reading some of these books. Bye.